Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
What's up, peeps?
How's it, my bro? How you doing? You doing good?
Oh, I'm good. I'm great. I'm ready to go to bed.
Burning the midnight fuel.
I'm just tired, man. Listen,
Yeah.
I did a good amount of overtime last week, and coming into this week, I was considering doing overtime again, but nah, it's not happening. So
Not.
I'm ready to just chill after this stream. I'm gonna go edit some video that I should have been edited months ago, and I'm just gonna chill. That's it. How about you? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing cool. It's just bloody cold this side as per usual. I can't wait for summer or spring, to be honest.
I see you in your hoodie. You're like, screw that. Yeah, I should go get my hoodie now so we can match. You know what? I'm going to get my hoodie. Hold on.
Oh, no. Oh. Might as well say hello to a few guys in the chat then. How's it, Kenneth, my bro? Mr. Rion Pinor, how are you? Bees popping, how you doing, bro? Mr. Holly English. I'll let Jkl do the intro. How you guys keeping? Hope you guys all safe and warm.
There we go. Now we match.
Yeah, I thought I'll greet some of the people, get some practice in.
There we go. We all hoodied up, bro.
We all hoodied up, bro. So yeah, no, look, yeah, it's so cold this side. We actually had some snow yesterday, I think it was, the day before. Supposed to get some more snow by tomorrow, supposedly. And according to the Gaelic, I think it is, the Gaelic, I don't know what it is, Gaelic folk tale, or I don't know what it is. It's supposed to be spring now. But clearly it's not because it's snowing. But spring's in March sometimes, so I don't know. It's just so confusing. But yeah.
I look so ridiculous. I had to get the hoodie. All right, I got to take the hoodie. That's uncomfortable.
That's uncomfortable. Right.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So yeah, weather-wise over here, we're supposed to be getting more snow. I was supposed to look to see what day, but I don't know what day. So whatever.
It'll come. It'll come.
It'll come when it comes. Exactly. Doesn't bother me much. I go out, I get what I need, and then I'm in the house. Like I'm not traveling all over New York looking for stuff to do. I come home. Once I come in the house, like when I come home from work on a regular day, I'll come home. Either I'll change, go back out, get what I got to get, come back in, and I'm done, or I just go out in my work clothes, grab what I got to get, come back in the house, and I'm done. Like I'm not one of those come in, go out, come in, go out. Once, if I know I got stuff I got to do, it gets done immediately after work. Or if I'm off, it gets done early in the morning. So that when I come back in the house, I don't have to go back out for nothing. Unless I plan on going somewhere or I really need to do something. Because I don't like being outside like that all the time. Even pre-pandemic, I wasn't like just be outside for no reason type of person. I like being in my house. I'm very comfortable in my own area. I'm one of those people that could be a recluse real easy. It doesn't bother me at all being alone. Like, some people have an issue being alone. Like they can't be in their own presence without people around for long. Like I don't have a problem with that. Like I like human contact, but I like peace of mind too. So I can sit in the house by myself. For when I was quarantined last year.
Yeah.
When the pandemic first started and we didn't really know what was going on or whatever, and my job gave us quarantine time and I took my 2 weeks, I was in the house 2 weeks straight. I I have no problem. No
Yeah.
problem.
That's it. I was actually saying to someone the other day, like besides obviously the kids that's affected by the quarantine, I feel sorry for those socialites that's constantly around people. It's constantly now they're forced to stay home or not interact with so many people. It must be hard for them, like just to change their lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're so used to being interactive with people. It's like, oh, I got to be around myself. I
Yeah.
mean, luckily we have technology, so there's
Mm-hmm.
always FaceTime and YouTube,
YouTube, yeah.
whatever. So it's good.
But yeah.
It's good. So you said you hit up the chat already?
I just went as far as Mr. Holly English, and I said, you love doing the intro, so I paused it right there.
Oh, no intro, no
No.
outro. What up, Joe? What is up, Mr. Holly English? I got your box. You didn't. I opened it on the live stream I did. When did I do my live stream? Monday. So I opened it Monday on the live stream. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. And listen, get an Instagram. I know you say you don't want
Yeah, bro.
one, but
Get an
get
Instagram,
one.
bro. You don't actually
Even
have
if
to do anything. We can just let you know things. Think of it
yeah,
as using as a message option.
yeah, just for
You
the
know?
messenger. You don't even have to post
Yeah.
pictures and stuff. You don't have to
Yeah.
follow people, whatever. Just so
Just
we can hit you on Messenger. It's much easier. It's like texting.
keep in touch with your fellas.
Yes. Funko Brothers, thank you for showing up. Appreciate it.
How's it, boys?
Fabian! We know
Never
you're
missed a
just
show,
kidding
yeah.
because you've missed a lot of shows. But it's okay. Actually, no.
Unbelievable.
I won't say you
He's a
missed
busy
lot.
guy. He's a busy guy, though.
You probably missed 3. So 3 out of how many we've done? 15? That's not bad. That's not a bad
It's not
ratio.
bad, no.
So we
He's
appreciate
been a busy
it.
guy getting that fancy new boneyard Undertaker and everything. Do you see on the Instagram? I was so jealous.
No, I didn't see it. He's got it.
Yeah. He's got it.
We gotta find it. Hold on. Fabian.
I was on a story, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it again. I don't know.
Oh, it was his stories.
It was a story, yeah.
Boo.
I don't know if you posted a picture of it as well. I don't know. But yeah, it's still not available yet. Oh, I'm so irritated. Everything takes so long.
I'm sorry. Sorry, bro. So sorry, bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh man, but yeah, it's I didn't even pre-order it, so I don't even know if it's still available. If it is, I'm probably not going to be able to order it because, like I've said, I've already blown through my February budget as far as Funko Pops. So yeah, I'm done.
Well, so far, like the things that all the other Undertaker pops they restock besides that Western look one with a cowboy hat.
Mm-hmm.
As far as
You
I
said
know,
the cowboy hat.
Yeah, like a cowboy hat. You remember that WrestleMania 20 Undertaker?
Oh, okay, I got what you're saying. Okay. I thought you were talking about
the bounty hunter look.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you were talking about the old school
A Ministry of Darkness.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about that hat. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to see if this Undertaker is still available. Oh, it's still available. Yeah, it is. $11.99. All right. I'm gonna have to get up on that.
In April.
No, it's available now. Still.
Yeah, you
not
said
even
you blew your February budget. You're saving your budget for March because it's your birthday.
Yeah, I didn't say I was getting it. I'm just saying it's available. Anybody who wants to get it, it's available. I didn't say I was getting it. I just said it's available. Yeah, my birthday's coming up. About a month away. Let me see. 36 days. Yeah, buddy. So yeah, I gotta save up everything. Anything. But see, the thing is, like, I don't know what the world's gonna be like in a month. Like, my last 2 birthdays, I went pop hunting. Last year wasn't as good because on my actual birthday, I was traveling, so I didn't pop hunt. Then when I went to Albany and got my kids, we went pop hunting. But that was the first day. It was March 19th. That was the first day that the shutdown started. So half the stores in the mall were closed, and among them were I believe FYE. No, FYE was open. Hot Topic was closed, which is one of our favorites. And I think Geek. I don't remember, but some of the stores were closed. Some of the stores we usually go in. So I didn't really buy a lot last year for my birthday. The year before, I bought like 30 pops, but we weren't making videos at that time, so that was a huge birthday pop hunt. I had bought like 30 pops, and I wish I'd taken a video of that. That's like the most pops I ever bought at once, like 30 of them. Well, I can't even say at once, but for my birthday, I bought like 30. So we'll see what happens this year, though. I'm not saying it's going to be huge, but we'll see what I do. Your birthday's coming up too. What do you got planned? What's going on? Talk to me.
Nothing really. I never really celebrate my birthday, to be honest. Like, because I was always working and that sort of thing. And I've always took like my family members' birthdays off. So yeah, mine was never really anything to celebrate, I suppose. And a lot of the time, yeah, on odd occasion, I would be off anyway. So it was only if it's later in the week, like the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that I wouldn't take off.
Okay. Yeah, I always take off for my birthday. I take the whole week off.
Whole week.
The whole week. That's my vacation week. And
so you'd obviously
you
take it from just before your birthday and then over.
Well, depending on it depends on the job, but the job I work now, vacation runs from Sunday to Saturday. So whatever day my birthday hits on during the week, like that week is the week I take off. The only time it sucks is one year my birthday was on a Saturday, so I had to take the week after. So I actually worked on my birthday that Saturday, but then when I got off after work, I was on vacation for the rest of the week. So I was like, damn it. Because I could have taken my birthday off, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to waste the day. I might as well just work it, take the week off, and then I can take next Saturday off. So it worked out actually.
Recover.
Yeah. So yeah. But anyway, you want to get into the topic? What's our topic? Or you want to do something else? What do you want to talk about?
There wasn't really much drop-wise, so that's not really...
Oh, yeah, the R2-D2.
Anybody
get that Valentine, the
R2-D2? Nothing too big, nothing too serious, I suppose. Don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually wanted the Valentine R2-D2, but it wasn't high on my list of, oh my God, gotta get it. And like I said, I had already blown through my budget. So if it was something I really, really wanted, I would have bought it. But I was like, yeah, I'll get it later, eventually, maybe. And then I don't know. I don't know. It was up there for hours, though. I think it was up there for a day, over a day before it sold out. So, yeah, I wasn't too shocked that it stayed there that long because it didn't seem like a pop a lot of people wanted. And, I'll get it eventually. Like, yeah.
I'm sure it'll be around.
Yeah. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And because people aren't really that high on these Valentine Star Wars pops. So, and the only one I really want is Darth Vader, and then I want the R2-D2, and then the rest is like, yeah, whatever. If I'm able to get them cheap, I'll probably buy them because they're Star Wars. But otherwise, yeah, I don't care too much. They don't strike me as something that people are excited to get. So, yeah.
Listen, only 6 cheeseburgers.
I didn't even get the 6. I ate 5, and I took a bite out of the 6th one and couldn't even. I chewed it up. I couldn't even swallow it. I had to spit it out. TechBot did 6 though.
To be honest, I actually expected your boys to do a lot more than 6.
Yeah. Oh, the thing was, like we were talking about, if we weren't talking, then we probably both could have ate more. But the fact that we were trying to talk at the same time as eat, that just takes time between the burgers, and it starts to fill your stomach more. So we decided next time we have an eating challenge where you have to eat a certain amount within a certain time period, we're gonna have like a third person.
I was just about to say that can talk while you guys are doing it and like goat you guys on and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Because if I was eating faster, I think I definitely could have did 6, probably could have did 7. But the fact that we were talking and I was eating slow and I was like, Yeah, by the time I was like halfway through that fifth one, my stomach was just like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? My stomach was just sitting there like, nah, we're not doing this, man. Stop it. And then when I woke up in the morning, I woke up sometime in the middle of the night because I had to work the next morning. And I'm thinking to myself when I went to get in bed, like, why would I do that when I know I have to work tomorrow? Like, that's not smart. But then I laid down. I figured, okay, I'm not gonna wake up because I'm definitely not hungry. But I woke up sometime in the middle of the night, my stomach rumbling. I was joking when we did the WandaVision show that I had taken some video or some sound from me on the toilet because it was not
Yeah, I
pretty.
remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
I was sitting there like, oh, it just did not feel good. And then, but it wasn't bad. Like, didn't hurt or anything. It's just one of those. We've all used the toilet before. I'm not gonna get too graphic, but So then I went back to sleep. My alarm went off. I got up. I showered. Started getting ready. Wasn't hungry in the morning. I was like, that didn't surprise me. And about 10 minutes before I was going to leave the house, my stomach started rumbling again. I was like, all right, well, let's do this now. I'm not going to wait till I get to work. Back to the bathroom.
That's awkward, though, isn't it? Don't you find that awkward having to do number 2?
Your business at work?
At work.
Yeah, I hate it. I don't like using public restrooms anyway. I'm just weird like that. Like, I always see it as, all your life, well, basically all your life growing up, when you use the bathroom, you're alone. Then you go out into the world and it's like you have to use the bathroom with other people around. It's just weird. I like my privacy when I'm in the bathroom. I mean, I get it. You can't have like individual restrooms because then you'd have a line who knows how far. You have to have multiple stalls and urinals and stuff. But
yeah.
I just find that weird.
But then the funniest thing is like when you're at the urinal and you're there for like a few minutes, whatever, and you just see a guy going at it as if it's the most free thing in the world. And you're like, bro, Jesus, do that at home. Like, people
be in the stall just like. Yeah, like it's their private house. I'm like, oh, I gotta get out of here. When I'm in the stall, you would think it's empty because I'm trying to be so quiet. Like, I don't want people to know I'm in there. And I know I'm in there. You know what I'm doing in there. It's no big surprise, but that don't mean I'm just gonna be free with it. Like, like some people just. I don't get it.
Like for me, I was very conscious about it at one stage, and I wouldn't at all, and I would go through agony through like a 12-hour shift, and eventually, this one time, I said, no, Jesus, I can't do this anymore. So I went, and I'm in the stall and everything, and one of the female waitresses comes looking for me for a problem that she needed sorting out on the table. And I was, oh my God, like I'm so conscious already. And here's this woman shouting into the men's toilet. And I'm like, you stupid. And besides it being awkward, she knows, I'm sure she realized I was taking her. Yeah. Anyway, so.
Yeah. It's like, come on, man. You know what
and
I'm
then
in here doing.
It was the most stupid thing that she needed help with as well. I was like, you flipping moron.
And that's what you bothered me for? Exactly. You're like, that's what you bothered me for? You know what I was in there doing.
But yeah, so now it's almost like a ritual. I do my business before work and everything now. It's like, oh God.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's a really shitty subject at the moment. So
we ain't up to dad jokes yet. Get out of here. Oh, jeez. All right. So while we're here, you don't want to hear us talk about our bowel movements. What type of show are we running here?
Jeez, what kind of what
type of crap is that? Yeah.
Keep them guessing. Keep them guessing.
Funko Pops do. Oh wow! Hold on a second.
Funko Pop. What did you try there? That's very interesting. We need a screenshot of that one.
I just realized I spelled it wrong. So what Funko Pop DP? Do you want to see remade or remold? One of the things that was on my list for a while was the Goonies, but they just re-released the
They just did
Goonies, so
that,
I'm
yeah.
very happy with that because I was like, Goonies. GI Joe was another one because they had some GI Joe pops back in the day. They had a Storm Shadow and a Snake Eyes. I actually have the
Mm.
Storm Shadow, and I think they have an old Cobra Commander. So I was like, okay, they remade those, so that was excellent. So those are like some honorable mentions. Um, Let me see if I could bring up the pic of the old Goonies. Very, very happy
Yeah,
that they
like
were able to redo these.
I'm glad too. Like, no, well, look at like, it's kind of like looking at our content, our first videos compared to our videos now. In a
Yeah,
way,
right.
not that our videos now are fantastic, but I mean, if you take a look at our first videos compared to now, like,
Exactly.
you
You
know what
look
I'm
at
saying?
these.
Like, is it,
Oh yeah, trust me. I don't take offense to that at all. I know exactly what you mean. Because you look at these and you're like, oh, it's the Goonies, so cool. But then you look at the new Goonies and you're like, yeah, what the hell?
but you
What
look at the
child
sloth,
made these?
at the sloth though, they did try,
Yeah, yeah.
but then you
And it's
got
like,
the actual body is like the generic mold for every single one of them.
yeah. And that's what we were talking about off camera, like the mold. This is the only one that's different. Data. All the rest is just the regular. That's Funko Pops back in the day. That's what they were.
And that's
They
what it
were
is, yeah. But
the
then back
standard
then
mold.
when those came out, I mean, it wasn't very big then, was it?
No, because these I'm not sure when they dropped, but it was probably like 2013 ish, 2014
Mm.
ish, something like that.
And Funko Pops only came super big in 2015, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
So
wasn't
two
till
years after that or something.
yeah, it wasn't till 2015, 2016 that they really took off to
Mm.
what we're at today.
So
Yeah.
listen, no, who is the person that decided that they were to get popular? It's amazing, like
I don't know. I mean, all I
it's
could
like
say is the licensing because I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. When I think
it's like
about it, it's just
it's like the
like,
whole sensationalism of a subject. It's like someone tried to make pineapple famous on pizzas, but it didn't
yeah,
work.
it didn't work.
And it did the absolute opposite of this poor person. The poor person that tried to make it famous obviously feels, oh, they just ruined my life,
Like
you know.
pineapple pizza. Uh,
But
and
yeah,
I don't.
obviously someone famous. I'm sure it was someone famous that maybe like did sensationalize this. Oh, this is cool, and let's make it famous. And then I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I can't really say like because like I said in my last video, what was my first Funko Pop? Which if you guys haven't watched, go watch the challenge. I did a video. Pop Heat did a video. We challenged some other people. They're doing videos, so yeah, check those out. Um,
Challenges.
yeah, we got challenges going. Name game challenge. The what's my first Funko Pop challenge. So when I first got my Darth Vader pop, like I had seen Funko Pops before. I saw them in stores and I saw the different licenses they had and stuff. And I was like, oh, these are cool. These are cool. But I wasn't a action figure like collector anymore, you know. So I didn't really collect quote unquote dolls. But Darth Vader came out, and I'm like, oh, I'll get a Darth Vader one. Like, sure. And
Yeah,
even then, I wasn't really a collector. It was like, okay, I got Darth Vader. I'm not gonna pick up all the Star Wars ones. Darth Vader's my favorite character ever. Why not get him? And then I ended up getting some more after that, and then a few more after that. And even then, I wasn't a collector. It was just like I would get a few here and there. I'm like, oh, these, okay, I like these. Okay, I'll start getting them. It wasn't until sheesh 2017, yeah, maybe the end of 2017 that I really think I became a collector because that's when I actually started paying attention to like Funko channels and seeing what stores had what exclusives and stuff. That's when you really become a collector, when you start hunting out certain ones and
mm-hmm.
starting to find out which ones are valuable and this, that, the other. Before that, it was like, oh, I like this one, I'll get it. Oh, I like this one, I'll get it. So yeah, I don't know what it is about them that makes people go, yeah, I'm gonna start collecting them. It's just, to me, they're just cool. I mean, it's nostalgia for a lot of it. Some of it is just awesome looking pops. I don't know.
I was looking back now at my few. I actually
Mhm.
don't have anything that resembles one of the older molds.
Really?
Yeah, I think my Luffy is maybe one that's
Yeah, right there.
pretty close, but it's not really because it's a smaller model of it.
Uh-huh.
And then my Diesel, but I mean that's all new pops. But otherwise, that's the only thing that's
Right.
close to the generic
The older
stand.
ones. Right. Trying to think. I think I have a few. Probably the Star Wars ones because those were my first. The first ones that I started collecting really were the Star Wars ones, but I don't think any of them are really that way. Maybe Vader. He's probably the closest, and he's got a lightsaber in his hand, so it's kind of considering that he's
Mm.
Vader and the cloak and
But
everything.
it
But
is
it is
kind of
that
still
basic
like if you think
yeah,
about it, if you look at his left arm there, it is still in that actual same locked
yeah,
position.
yeah. So him and I don't know. I think a couple of my other Star Wars ones. I'm not going to dig them out, but yeah, those are probably the only ones I have that are that old. Um, like I said, when I really started collecting them was more like 2017. So everything between like 2015 to 2017, it wasn't really a. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Yeah, they did. Oh, my Big Bang Theory ones. But even those, yeah, even those are more in the newer style because the bodies are slimmer, the clothes are more detailed. So yeah, I don't have any older ones either. So I might have to jump
Mm.
on them. But Funko is making they're re-releasing them because I showed you they did the R2D2 and the
Mm.
old Boba Fett like the original molds. It's like why aren't they vaulted yet? Because they plan on re-releasing them. So if you want some of the older style ones, it looks like they're
Just
coming
be
out.
just be patient enough, yeah.
Yeah, if it's not vaulted, they're probably gonna make another one. So what's one of the older ones you want to see remade,
Um,
remold?
I'd say let's go with Supernatural.
Supernatural. This is a show that I've seen here or there. I know the first season I actually watched when it
Yeah, I
first
haven't. I don't
came
think I've
out.
watched the last 3 seasons. I think this season that's currently airing is the last season, but they said
Mhm.
that about the last 4 seasons or 5 seasons. So I don't know.
Yeah, the first season I pretty much watched the whole first season, but I don't really remember it. Then after that, I stopped watching. But when I go to the gym after work, or at least when I used to go after work, they don't show it anymore. But it used to always be on TV. So I used to
Yeah,
be on the treadmill looking up, reading it because they don't have
yeah,
the volume up. So I'm reading what's happening. I'm like, yo, this show is pretty good.
yeah. I mean, it was a pretty cool show. Yeah, yeah. I must actually see if I catch up on the things. Now, as you can see,
What's
like
up,
it's
Scott? How you doing?
how's it, Mr. T? How you, bro? You can actually see like it's kind of like at this point they were trying to transition from the basic mold because you can see like the one character's got the wings and then the other's
Yep.
got different color eyes and
Yep.
there's more accessories on the girl, you know?
Yep. And she doesn't have the standard body because even the females used to have like the standard body, but
Mm-hmm.
you can see she has a different body. So.
Yeah,
But this was
but I
cool.
mean, if you have a look at the two most important characters at the top,
Sam and Dean.
Sam and Dean, they did more justice to the side characters as opposed to the actual characters. So it's kind of like, oh man. But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. If they don't bring out all the characters, I would actually love to see something like a Sam and Dean duo pack or something. I think that would be really awesome. Something with a little bit more detail, and they can even do something like chase options where they're in FBI suits because they
They,
always go to crime scenes in FBI. I'm so and so
they,
from so and so
right.
Bureau of Investigations, and that whole
Well, they have
facade.
Sam and Dean 2-pack. The old school ones. They look just like these. So,
Hmm.
but it's 2-pack. Of course, it costs $110. They have a 3-pack with these two and Crowley. Not Red Eye's version though. It looks like a bloody version for $360.
Jeez.
This one, Charlie is 105. They got a one called Bobby here. I don't know who that is.
Oh, Bobby, he's the uncle. Oh man, I'd so badly want that.
They have
at least
another.
they can redo it.
They have another 3-pack that's $900. That one is that's the Comic-Con exclusive, New York Comic-Con exclusive. This one is $31. This one is $40. Yeah, so yeah. We definitely need some more Supernatural Pops. I mean, I think they brought out some newer ones. Actually, they did do newer ones, but even those are expensive now. The Hot Topic ones that came out in, I guess they're not very new, 2015.
You see, look, like on the topic, as I was thinking about this remodeling and remolding, like for me, I feel that this is a win-win for Funko. Yeah. Because people will still want to have these first edition, as my brother-in-law says, pops, because they're first edition, they're the first ones to come out, they're valuable. I don't think these will lose value. But, for the fans that couldn't get or weren't collecting at the time when these came out, they're still Supernatural fans, but now they can't really get their hands on this.
Right.
But if you had to bring out a little bit of newer versions of them and people can collect them, and then the people that's got these can have the newer versions still too. So it's a win-win for them, in my opinion. But someone in marketing is not getting it.
Right.
Someone in sales and creations, or whatever you want to call that department, is not getting it.
Yeah. And the thing with Supernatural is like, maybe when they dropped the first Supernatural Pops, they didn't sell well because there probably weren't as many fans then. Because remember, they came out like 2015, 2016. Now there's a ton more Supernatural fans. But that's why Pops cost so much, because they're in demand. So if they drop,
you mentioned that on a topic the other day, or a topic another time. There wasn't a demand for it, and I was thinking, it's like in today's age, that shouldn't be an excuse. Right. In regards to social media and the way you can hype things up nowadays.
Right. That's true too. I mean,
you understand what I mean? Like, for days they can play small clips on their Funko thing of Supernatural. What is coming? Small sneak peeks. People get excited. What is it? Everyone's guessing. Yeah. Oh, that's definitely Supernatural. Supernatural fans are getting there. You start tweeting catchphrases that Dean uses, catchphrases that Sam uses. That's just me thinking now off the top of my head.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't have sales experience at all. And they're already that could sell it, in my opinion, if you put it on the proper social medias platforms,
Yeah. And they
sneak peeks is one of the most intriguing things. People come back, what's tomorrow's sneak peek?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, what poppy? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, people get excited for it. It's like, oh, what's going on?
Someone in their company don't get it.
They sure don't. They already have the FBI suits.
Oh, you see, that's what I'm saying. Now they can redo this though, and do something like that. I think that's cool, man.
Yeah, they have the FBI suits. Those are Sam is $85 and Dean is $110. Yeah, so definitely they need to re-release Supernatural for all the Supernatural fans.
I see. Nova mentioned that he's got the 2-pack and stuff in the suits.
That's why I brought out the FBI suits, because he said it would be cool to see them in FBI suits. They already have the FBI suits, but they need to re-release them in the newer molds, newer style, because these are all vaulted too. So all the old
even if they kept the same poses and everything, I would be cool with that. They can call it the remixed or redubbed or whatever. You know what I mean? They can actually bring a whole line separate.
You have 3 Supernatural Pops? Well, then you got some.
No, I mean, of just general, like, remakes.
Not you, right? I'm saying Funko Brothers. He said he has 3. He has 3 of them. But yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? And then if they bring out a few of the new line, then that already even gets people excited. Oh, what's good? Like, if they can do this like once a month, for example, just bring out Sam and Dean the first month, redone, right? Same pose as they're sending arms cross, but just done more modernly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Then people are gonna, shit, man. What are they gonna do the next week, next month? Right. I'm gonna be eager to see. Are they gonna do my favorite show? And then just before the month drops, you hit on Twitter, what pops do you want to see made?
Right.
There you're creating
creating
a
buzz.
platform to
And-
see what people are interested in.
Right. You're already creating buzz because everybody wants to see what's coming, and then at the same time they're getting a free poll that I won't say everybody, but a lot of people are going to be willing to participate in, saying, "Yo, I want to see this, I want to see that." So now they're getting data to see, okay, this is what we should drop next.
Do you know
This
what I mean?
is what we should drop next. You know,
It's not someone like me that's got like 3 or 4 followers on Twitter. It's someone that's got over like thousands upon thousands or hundreds of thousands followers.
right?
They're going to get free feedback, and they don't really have to do much. They just pop one question on there and cycle through the answers.
Wow. So you got some good ones. That's excellent. Those are some good pops. That's some good value there. Also, your first Funko was the Batman and Superman glow in the dark 2-pack. I wish I had that because that would have been cool.
Those actually look really cool, yeah. I like the Batman. The Batman looks really cool.
Yeah. Does anyone want to see Jkl and Popped Heat do this show with Lucha Libre masks on? If I had one, I would do it. I don't have a Lucha Libre mask.
Wow.
I'm sure Popped Heat has one. The wrestling fan over there. I could do it with a Darth Vader mask on. I have a Darth Vader mask. My next ones I want to see. I have a long list. Well, I can't even say a long list. I had a lot, so I just cut it down to ones that I really.
No, you'll pop through them. It goes through all of them. Actually.
So the Rocky. Listen,
I was looking at the bottom, obviously, in the studio and everything, and I'm thinking, bro, you
Yeah.
won't know.
Rocky. Listen. If I had known listen, okay, these came out in 2013. I wasn't a collector then. I don't even think I knew Funko Pops existed then. Possibly, maybe I saw them. I don't know. 2013, 2014 is probably when I started seeing these things around. And I definitely would have got these two. Mr. T and Ivan Drago. Oh my God.
You see, look, in a way, I'm kind of glad I didn't get them, and I wasn't around, because just to maybe if you look at the Muhammad Ali one they dropped, if you look at the stance and the mold they used for that, these pops will look phenomenal.
Oh, in fighting stances, definitely.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely.
It'll look phenomenal, and then I'll be glad that kind of in a way I would get it in the newer mold if the Funko gods ever.
Yeah,
you know.
But these pops, they definitely need to remake. Even if they just did these 4 over, I'd be happy to get them, because
to be honest, even if they did just Rocky and Apollo,
right?
I'll be glad. Like, to be honest, because the phenomenal first 2 movies would be good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you gotta do Mr. T from Rocky 3 and Drago from
you
Rocky
got to,
4.
but
so you have Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4. You got all the Rockies. Well, all the good Rockies. But I saw the prices on these, and I'm like, I'm never gonna get them because they just cost too much. Rocky himself is like $500. The rest are around the $100 to $200 range. Rocky's like $500,
which is ridiculous. Like, I'm never gonna be able to get that. Like, to be honest, besides just finding one, let alone that someone's gonna actually want to give up.
Yeah,
but like for me already, like when I look at a pop, I think, what type of variant can they make? You know what I mean? In regards to, will this look good in glitter? Will this look good in glow in the dark? What would a chase be?
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I think. And I don't know. I always rant on about we need to work for Funko, and but like, I can look at these pops and I can really see a chase version for Rocky can be him in his leather jacket, and that what you call that type of hat, that
the fedora.
That's what. You can have Apollo in his whole top hat, American top hat, and all dressed up and stuff.
When he came out delivered to America. You could do Rocky in the American flag shorts. Because remember, he took Apollo's old shorts
as well, yeah. After the second movie to fight Clubber Lane.
Yeah, and then
you can have Drago come out in a fucking military uniform or something, as a chase.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like that's just me thinking crazy on the flip, and
that's just on these 4. You could do Mr. T in his hoodie. Remember, he used to wear the hoodie in the movie.
Yeah.
And then of course you have the other characters. I want Adrian.
The real
I want Paulie.
Paulie, yeah, where's Paulie, bro?
Yeah,
and
you can Adrian and Paulie.
You can have a scene where you have Rocky in the freezer fighting the meat.
Yeah, punching the meat. Movie moment. Everybody.
Another moment, like a very dramatic moment, was when Clubber Lane tells what's her name, the wife, Adrian, come to a real man.
Yeah, well,
that was one of the most dramatic scenes ever, isn't it?
I don't think they'd make a movie scene out of that, but
yeah, they wouldn't. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. But listen, where's the Mickey Pop?
Yeah, Mickey.
Where's
I forgot all about
bro?
Mickey. How you don't have Mickey? Like you
man.
do I mean, I can understand why you did the 4 boxers, but how do you not do the others?
You know what another cool chase for Rocky would be? Him holding that little turtle. He maybe had a turtle in a fish tank. Little fish bowl.
Yeah, which were his real turtles. That was his real turtle. That was
that would be a cool chase, isn't it?
He said he still has it. He said it's still alive. Yeah.
Jesus, that turtle's a dinosaur then.
Well, turtles can live to be over 100, so it doesn't surprise me. The movie moment with Rocky at the top of the stairs.
Yes, 100%. Look at that. Awesome. We all need to be employed by Funko. That's it.
He said he has 2 Ivan Drago out of the box. Oh, that's awesome. See, but the thing is, unfortunately, what usually happens is because I don't know if anybody's seen the Funko movie.
No, I shall not. It's
actually on YouTube. So if you look it up on YouTube, if I can find it, I'll send it to you on Instagram. But it's on YouTube, and the thing is, like, you could tell that the people who work for the company and the people who run the company, they actually are collectors themselves, so they understand it. But there comes a point when you become more of a businessman than a collector. So your mindset goes away from, oh, this would be cool to see, and you lose. I think they kind of lose connection with their audience, and then it becomes about what's making money versus what the fans would want. Because all of us could say, yeah, we want to see this. We want to see this. This would be cool. But they're not on that level anymore. They're on the level of, okay, what's going to sell?
But at the end of the day, though, like, dude, they're not giving anything to chance. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, put it out there. That's the only way you can do. You've got this whole dynamic where you're making limited editions from it. Yeah. All you're losing out is wasting that little bit of time making that mold. If you make 5,000 of it, if you amp that up enough, you're gonna sell all 5,000 of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe because we see it from the fresh idea, as you said. Now, what they used to see it, but they're just seeing it from a different level now.
Yeah. And another thing, of course, is we all know licensing. Like, they probably had the license for it then. They don't have it now, so they can't remake them. So, I mean, there's a lot of business involved. Like, we always say, how come they didn't make this pop, that pop, the other pop? And it's like, yeah, they don't have the license to do that.
But the thing is, like,
they had the license and they lost it. So,
Look, Jkl, if you feel for a pizza, right? No, if you feel for a pizza and you really, really want the pizza, you're going to walk down that road, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
You're going to walk down that road and get that pizza.
Absolutely.
If they didn't deliver, presumably, but but you understand what I'm trying to say. Like,
oh, I get it.
They just don't want it hard enough anymore. So if they wanted it hard enough, they could have actually gotten that licensing without problem. They're not we can joke around all we want. They're not a Mickey Mouse company anymore.
Right.
They're big.
And that's a term that I don't understand anyway. A Mickey Mouse company, because a Mickey Mouse company is Disney. And Disney has
never massive,
been, they've never been like a small, I don't know where that phrase came from, but to describe,
I think maybe because Mickey Mouse is small. Well, a mouse is small, and everybody knows who Mickey Mouse is.
Mickey, yeah, I guess. But when you call something a Mickey Mouse company, I always think, well, Disney's huge. So I've never, even as
Listen,
a kid, I didn't get it.
maybe even when, like I've heard my grandfather say it,
Yeah,
right?
I never got that
And he's
phrase.
been around for years. So I can imagine maybe it's maybe it
When
was
they were,
during the times when Disney became famous. I don't know.
yeah, they were probably a small company then. Oh, I
I
guess,
don't
yeah,
know.
that must have been it. All right, what's your next one? What you got? What you got?
The other ones I would like to see, and this is kind of like a double barrel in my opinion, in my thought, is Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, they have the
They
those.
have,
Um,
but
my I remember my cousin when she found out that I collected, and she saw those because I got her some Golden Girls ones, and she was like, "Oh, do they have Sons of Anarchy? Sons of Anarchy?" And I said, "Yeah, but you ain't gonna be able to afford them."
yeah, that's one of the reasons I brought these up as well.
Oh boy,
Now,
I'm looking for a good picture of them now. Hold on a second.
I know
I mean,
there's a
you can
good
talk.
friend, one of the good friends of mine that actually collect them as well, and he's struggling to find them for a good price. Like, and I tell you, you're not going to find them as a good price. He says he knows that, but like you never know. He says to me all the time,
Right.
you know. And I'm a big Sons of Anarchy fan, right?
Uh-huh.
And I feel they didn't do these guys justice when they made this. And I understand, obviously, back then, it is what it is,
Uh-huh.
you know. But also, once again, it's also a stage where they were transitioning from the basic mold into something new.
Right. See,
But
the
like
thing with these,
sorry, Karen.
go ahead. I had saw these on the shelves before too, so I
Yeah.
could have had them. But again, I didn't watch the show. I wasn't a huge collector.
Oh, you should watch the show.
I heard it's good, but it's just another show for me to have to.
Oh yeah. I think we should change your name to Jkl. Just another show, awesome.
Yeah, because
Bloody hell, man.
that's my excuse with everything. Listen, I'm still trying
But
to
like,
catch on stuff.
but as you can see, like you can look already, like they're transitioning from. I mean, as you mentioned as well, the female models changed. They got the bottom right character OP. They got him holding a gun in a different direction.
He's got a knife.
They got glasses on Clay at the top on the left.
Yep.
You know, they're trying, and then they actually got the beard on the mold of the bottom left, the main character, one of the main characters. You know.
Yep.
And for me,
and the knife in his hand.
we always talk about how they don't make, like, you know, with you, The Office, they don't make all the characters. I feel there's certain things, if you don't make all the characters, it's a bit of an insult.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how can you make only half a biker crew?
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't only put 2 members of TLC out.
Right. But see, with these,
that's the way I feel.
It's one of those things where I feel like they put them out. They probably didn't sell as well. And then it was like, all right, well, they didn't sell that well. We're not going to make the rest of them. Because there's a lot of shows they've done that with, where they put out a few of the characters and then they didn't make the rest. And it's like, why would you only put out like 4 characters from this show that has like 20 characters? You know?
You see, like, the thing is, like, for me, I feel if they had to package these and they did it in the right kind of way, I think they would sell, to be honest.
I think they would sell also. But
honestly, if they did this whole idea of mine of doing revamp or remix or whatever they freaking would call it, I honestly think they would sell so much more pops. One, these pops would become more popular because they're the old school ones and there's new cool ones. I don't know, I got the old one, the nice one, you know?
Right.
And then you got the new ones for the guys that, you know what I mean? Like, it's just...
And they're vaulted too, so they're not going to remake this mold. So if you did a new mold...
Why not bring more out?
Yeah.
As a Sons of Anarchy fan, I know I'll never be able to afford the Jax Teller one, the bottom left, because it costs like €400.
It's $470.
€400. And are you going to find the Sons of Anarchy fan that's going to let go of that?
Right. Because this one on
you
the
know
screen,
what I mean? It's
this one is $90, but they have the
that's the one with the cap back or something.
That's $470.
It's like,
I mean, the cheapest one is this one. Is $16. It's
like,
okay.
He's the least. He's the shittest character almost. You know what I mean? Bro,
So it's
like, I promise you, I can sit here and rant about some of the stuff in my life. Oh, bro.
well, we're not gonna rant. We're not gonna rant. All right.
No. Sean can keep his ranting face off.
So the next ones I wanted to see
Mm.
remade was actually I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna go over to this one. Public Enemy. Man, listen. If I had known when these were out.
The thing is, they don't look too bad.
No, these are okay. And these came out. Let me see when they came out. 2014. So, you can see they're still the old mold because you see the legs and his one arm, but he's got the mic in the other arm. And, they did Flavor Flav with more, with his hand pointing and his other hand open as opposed to the fist. So, they were trying. He's got the gold teeth. It's like, okay, they did a good job with these. And if I had known, I would have bought them. Because
they did. They did a really good job. They're not too bad. The gold teeth, everything. They made effort.
Yeah. It's like, man, and only reason, well, I won't say only reason, but considering that they redid Run DMC, which I've been wanting them to do for a long time, so I finally got my Run DMC. I got Run in a box somewhere over here, but my DMC and Jam Master J up on the shelf. And I was like, and of course I missed the original Tupac, but I got the other Tupac, so I'm like, all right, where's Public Enemy now? I want Public Enemy.
You see, the one thing, like it's in two ways. I was saying I saw a Squidward pop, and I was saying to my wife that the Squidward pop looks like I don't know if you know with cakes fondant. You know the little figures that they put on top of cakes.
Yep.
Kind of looks like that. The guy in the green.
It does.
It does look like that.
Like fondant. Yep.
And besides that, it actually looks like the clay animation.
Yeah, claymation. That's what it looked like with the mouth. Yep.
Yeah,
But this is one of the few pops that actually had a mouth on it because a lot of them didn't come with mouths.
At that time, I can imagine.
Yeah, the older ones didn't have mouths on them. I can imagine him going, "Yeah, boy."
Listen, but like for example, how hard would these sell if they had to redo these?
Yo, if these came out, they would sell like crazy.
Listen,
I can't imagine them not being able to do it.
They can do revamped music, revamped sports, revamped anime, revamped this, revamped movies, revamped.
Yeah,
the world is their oyster, bro.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of is for a reason is why they haven't redone these yet. Is either they plan on doing it or they don't have the license to do it anymore. Because remember, the licenses run out, and if you don't renew it, or if the person or people or property doesn't want to renew it, then you just lose it. So that's the only thing I can imagine. Because since they just did Run DMC again, I'm like, all right, well, they reacquired Run DMC license. Like they're doing Aaliyah, so you can only imagine some of the other old school artists are like they're at least speaking to them. So it's just a matter of if they're given the rights to use their likeness. And if Public Enemy allowed it before, I can't see why they wouldn't allow it again.
Yeah, if anything, it would help them. Like
somebody went and looked it up. And you know what? The thing with this is, I'm typically the type of person that if something bothers me like that, I would look it up. But every time someone has said the phrase, I've never been in a position to sit there and look up why
and actually look it up.
Was a phrase. So thank you for doing that. Because after the show, I would have forgot, and then I would have heard it again and be like, "Why?" So yes.
Well, okay. I suppose it kind of makes sense now. Yeah.
So thank you very much. Appreciate that. The Public Enemy pops. I wish I had them too, Mr. Holly English. Oh man. So what's your next one? If you
all right, now
I know you have more.
A few more. I don't know if you remember this series, Angel, a spin-off from Buffy the Vampire.
From Buffy, yes. That was
now
actually
the
on my
Angel
list.
pop. I'm a big fan of Angel, bro. Right, and it actually just recently came as a box set on one of the players or something I got. And bro, they really need to redo this guy. I think if you search just Angel Pop, it comes up.
Well, if you search just Angel, you're going to get all types of Angel Pops. So I have to.
There we go. Well, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Angel.
It looks like, if you just had it, you could say it's flipping Steve as a pop.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's pretty plain, but the outfit he wore and the hairstyle, because his hair was always swept up.
Yeah.
It's a
I would
cool
love to
pop.
see this remade. I think this remade, and then a chase version of this guy would be him with his vampire face on.
Yes, they
I don't know
actually
if you
have.
ever did you watch this or?
Yes, I was a huge Buffy and Angel fan. Yes.
Now when they change it to vampires, their face is all crinkled up and shit. Now,
Yes, they have the Angel vampire one. They have one, the old school.
okay.
One. Yeah, and
But
the
I would
old
love to see this
yeah.
redone. Like honestly, oh man.
Yeah, this one right now is only $30. I'm surprised. Angel is 30. I know that the other one, Vampire Angel, because it came with Vampire Buffy in a 2-pack, is $115.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of the old Buffy figures that I wanted that I never got. I got the Buffy and Faith 2-pack because that was a Comic-Con exclusive, New York Comic-Con exclusive. I have Willow somewhere. I had Oz because I bought Willow and Oz together, but Oz, his box was a little crushed up, like it wasn't mint. But I can't find him, so I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if I gave him away or whatever, because again, I wasn't a collector back then.
Yeah.
But they did bring out some 20th anniversary pops of Faith, Willow, Buffy, and Xander. I didn't get any. I got Faith and I got Dark Willow. But the rest of them, I've been wanting them to redo. Like Spike. Spike was my favorite character. Not at first.
Spike was. I'm big into villains.
Yeah.
And I'm even big into villains where villains become good guys, but they still keep their bad guy stature.
And that's why I like
You know
Spike better than Angel, because anytime I talk to people about Buffy and people are like, oh, Angel's better, I'm like, no, Spike is better, because Spike got to a point where he actually went and fought. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched it. It's like 30 years old. I'm sorry. But Spike actually went and fought and got his soul back.
Yeah.
But he was still Spike. Like Angel loses his
still
soul,
was the
he
badass.
Becomes evil. Spike got his soul back and was still himself. So Spike was the better character. He had the better character development. Like I loved Spike. At first I hated him. I was like, oh God, I hate this character. But then when he got goofy, and then the whole falling in love thing, and then fighting for his soul, and like I was like, yo, I like this. So yeah, I'm a huge Buffy fan. I'm actually planning on doing a rewatch. Probably going to do some videos on it because I haven't watched it in forever.
I actually want to do a rewatch of Angel, to be honest.
So we should do that. We should do a Buffy and Angel rewatch. We watch one episode a week and then do a show on it. Yeah. Let's do it. I'm willing to do it with you. We can watch the whole freaking thing from Buffy, and then once they do the Angel spinoff, we watch both of them back to back, and then every week we watch the episode. Let's do it. We'll talk later. I love this show. I don't know. I wonder if I will still love it as much now since I haven't seen it forever. But I love freaking.
I think a bit of the stuff would be maybe cringy, obviously, but like.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it was a different time, but I still want it. I still want to watch it. I still want it. I still want the pops, but most of them are out of my price range. Like the only one, since I have it up on the app and I'm looking through, is Xander, the original Xander, which is only worth $9. Actually, I still see that pop in stores. So it's like, how is that still in stores? Oh no, that's not the original Xander. That's the 20th anniversary Xander. Okay, that one I still see in stores. And Giles, is that the 20th anniversary? Yeah, the 20th anniversary Giles is worth $19. Like those are the only two that's really in my price range. All the rest of them are 30 and above. Even the Xander Chase, like they're all 30 and above, and it's like, yeah, I can't. I mean, it's hard for me to pay $30 for one pop. It has to be like something I really want, and other than that,
I agree with you.
I'm probably not getting it. Hard Collector Fiend, thank you for showing up, bud. Appreciate it.
Hi there, bro.
But yeah, those Angel Pops, the Buffy and Angel Pops. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one. But next, the Wizard of Oz, dude.
No, I didn't even think of that. When did this come out?
These came out. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. These came out 2013. They're all vaulted. It's these and these,
Yeah.
and you can see these all the old school, but you can see the molds on them are awesome because they're not all just the standard pose.
Yeah.
They're all different. Well, this one is probably the standard pose, but it's the flying monkey, so it's got the designs and stuff. But all of these pops are worth a good amount of money. Like the cheapest one is the Scarecrow at $49. The monkey actually doesn't even have a trending value. It was released in 2011, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. The flying monkey doesn't even have a trending value. So that shows you how rare it is. But the Scarecrow's $49. All the rest of them are in the hundreds. And I'm like, come on! I would so want some Wizard of Oz pops. I would collect these. Like, why don't they have more Wizard of Oz pops? I mean, especially again when you have Disney pops. Like, I know these aren't Disney, but like you have, I don't know how many variations of each Disney princess. Like,
Yeah.
you could redo all of these pops and they'll sell. So why Funko? Why?
Yeah.
Because I want some freaking Wizard of Oz pops, man. Like, I can't believe they don't have these, or they haven't remade these, I should say.
Yeah, I was trying to look for another thingy. But for me, I feel I was talking to you before the scenes. Some of the older WWE pops, I would love to see them remake. You know,
Yes.
it came true with the Stone Cold. I think if they stuck a little bit to the old Stone Cold and just done him up a little bit better, I think that would have been cool. But I would love to see a remake of Rey Mysterio because he's a luchador. And as I was saying to you before, I know there's the Lucha Libre ones that came out recently.
Yep.
You know, but I still would like to see like an actual wrestler, an actual luchador, like all 6 of these guys. Right? Okay, we got new Rocks,
they got these
we got new Stone Colds, but I would love.
Cena.
You know, when I was ranting, like, why did they put Stone Cold in that jeans and everything? I feel they could have put Stone Cold in the denim shorts and that ring attire right there. You know?
Yeah. Yep.
That would have been awesome.
Yep.
You know? I know they do have a John Cena remade, but in Dr. Thugonomics, but I would like a more modern version of that John Cena, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know? Same with Sheamus. But
Yep.
Rey Mysterio, I would... The same Rey Mysterio the most importantly. One reason that one's bloody expensive, I think, isn't it? I think that's really popular.
Yeah, they have both of them are.
There's 2 of them, isn't it?
That one and they have the 7-Eleven one. Like this one is.
I think the 7-Eleven one's the more expensive one, isn't it?
Yeah, this one here is $220, and the 7-Eleven one. Actually, no, there's 3 of them. The 7-Eleven one is $350. It's just like this one, except it's green. He's wearing green, or like a light green. It's like a teal, bluish type. And there's another one that was a Hot Topic exclusive where he's wearing all black, even a black shirt, and that one is $880.
Oh, come on, bro! Like, when am I ever going to get these pops?
Exactly.
When? Like, honestly, like, realistically, when will a wrestling fan like me? And there's most probably some old man that doesn't have any sort of wrestling. He's not a fanatic of wrestling in any way.
Right. Probably doesn't even know what he has. And he has it somewhere.
And he has it. And it frustrates me so. Right? And then talking about chases. Like, look at that. Oh, bro, man. It's even got the old logo on, bro.
Yeah.
How marvelous is that?
Yeah. $880. Bro.
But to be honest, even if I could afford it, I wouldn't be daft enough to buy it for that mold. To be honest, like, that's okay.
And
A
the
Rey
thing is,
Mysterio variant, you can bring him up with the latest, a WrestleMania. You've seen yourself. You've watched a few WrestleManias where he comes in with the big masks, and like
yeah, with
over
all,
extravagant things, for the entrances and stuff. They could have him at that in the normal mask and the chase version or the variant as like
yeah,
the entrance.
yeah,
Oh, bro.
because all the Rey Mysterios are this pose and this mask, just different color. The
Yeah.
other two, he's not wearing a shirt. This one, he's wearing a shirt. It's basically
And
the same thing.
another chase you could do for a more modern version of this is you can have him look like he's been in a battle or fight or something, and he's had the mask torn off a bit or something.
Yeah. You know what I would love to see since they just introduced Stone Cold and The Rock in the ring? I would love to see him doing a 619 on somebody in the ring.
How
So
would they
like
do that pose though, bro?
have him on the rope, like
Yeah, and
he's
then just have
swinging
that
around,
slightly to the side.
and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, just have a person, or maybe you could just lay a
See,
pop there.
this is why I need to work for Funko,
That would be awesome.
bro.
619.
Because if I run ideas, because I know then you will have ideas, bro.
We'd be bouncing ideas off each other all day. Oh, but yeah, it's like, come on, guys, what are you doing? Rey Mysterio. But again, like we said, it's possibly a issue of, see, here's somebody's concept. That would be so awesome. Look at that. The red
That
and
is sick
white.
right there, man.
The red and white. That would be so dope.
That
Like,
does look dope, yeah.
again, I understand licensing and what have you, but
But
it's
what
like,
licensing issues would they have with WWE if they constantly bring in WWE Pops out?
I mean, again, with Ray, he's no longer with the WWE, is he?
He is.
He
Yeah.
is.
His
Oh,
son
okay.
is wrestling.
So they should be able to use him then. They should be. I don't see why not. I don't know. Listen, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know.
Some people have different contracts and stuff. I don't know. It's got to be something. It's got to be some reason why. Because just like with Eddie Guerrero, like I understand with him is licensing because he passed, so his estate owns his likeness, and it was his real name and what have you. It wasn't like a pseudonym, so you can't just be like, oh well, he's our character. Like no, that was him as a real person. So it probably took them a while to actually get that, get the rights to actually make a Eddie Guerrero pop, which I understand. But you've done Rey Mysterio already. Like, why can't you do it again? Come on.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That's upsetting. That's just upsetting. All right. But yeah, a lot of the old WWE pops, because I being a old school wrestling fan.
Yeah, because
When I
around
started
about the time
seeing
you was, yeah.
Yeah, when I started seeing the wrestling pops again, like I could have got an Ultimate Warrior. I used to see it in the store. I never bought it. Now I'm sad because I want the Ultimate Warrior. He's like my second favorite wrestler ever. But when I saw Bret Hart actually in Target, I saw it on the shelf and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." I put it down. I went around the store, did my shopping. I said, "You know what? I'm gonna buy that Bret Hart, the first original Bret Hart, not the second one that came out." So I bought it, and I'm happy I did because now I think it's like $40-$50. Then when they dropped the second version of Bret Hart, I bought that one. I'm like, all right, well, I got the first one. I'm definitely gonna get the second one, but it's like now I'm sad because all the other old school wrestlers that I could have got back in the day, as far as Funko Pop, I didn't get it. Now they're too expensive. I can't do it. Because I tell you what,
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio was probably in a 7-Eleven that I was in. I used to be in 7-Elevens all over the place. When I lived in Albany, when these came out, like the original wrestling Funkos, I used to work for a construction company. So we used to be all over the place. And one of our favorite places to go was 7-Eleven. So I'm sure I could have probably got one if I was collecting at the time. So that kind of sucks that, like, damn, I missed out on these, and now they refuse to make, new molds of some of the older characters. Like, God, you guys suck. I'm calling out Funko. You guys suck.
Calling you out.
Oh man. All right. One of the other ones I want to see done over. They did new Incredibles ones, which it's like, okay, you guys did the Incredibles. I'm happy you did. Although I didn't collect any of them, which I wish I did because I do love the Incredibles. That's an awesome movie. But the ones I wish they had done over was Edna because I love this character. And when they did the new Incredibles movie, Incredibles 2, they didn't do a new Edna. They did Jack looking like Edna because remember he shapeshifted into her, but they didn't do it with Edna. And Syndrome, I know he wasn't in the second movie, but come on, make a new Syndrome.
Yeah.
I looked up the prices of these and I was like, how? Oh, it's like, okay, hold on, let me find it. The original Edna is $270. $270, which I'm never gonna be able to get. And Syndrome is $200.
You see, the thing is, what Funko isn't realizing, the only people benefiting from this and making more money off this is the people reselling it.
Yeah, the flippers. Well, I can't even say the
You
flippers.
know what I mean?
Because this isn't a
flip,
flipping.
but no,
issue.
this wouldn't be flippers though. Like this
Right.
would be other collectors looking for a specific thing.
Right.
But like, let's say I buy it from someone, I collect it. Oh, I like it, but it's not really what I wanted. I bought it. I sell it off to you.
Right.
I put €20 or $20 on top of what I bought it. I'm making money off it. You don't know. You don't like it. You put an extra 10 on yours when you want to resell it because you feel it. Everybody else is making except for Funko at this stage.
Right. So the smart thing for Funko to do would be to make more so that people who want it, like I don't want to pay $200 for Syndrome. So you make a new Syndrome, I go buy Syndrome out the store for like $10 average. I'm happy. You're making money.
and look here, let's face this, right?
Original, you can still buy the original for $200 if you want. Like,
let's face it. Let's put it in this point of view now. If they bring it out, and for some reason they hit the luck of the Funko gods themselves, and they make a version of it and it looks nice, they can bring it out for even more money, and then people flip it for even more.
Yeah.
It's like the first cycle over again the second time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And instead of selling it for €10, they can sell it a little bit more because they know it's going to sell.
Yeah. Or just having an exclusive. Well, actually, store exclusives, the store usually pay for the right to have the exclusive. But because most store exclusives, like the Hot Topic exclusives, they sell for $15 minimum.
But you know what I'm saying, though? Like, then they can have options. I'm sure store exclusives weren't really around at that time.
Right. They didn't have that many. Like, some stores had them.
Maybe a few. But now with the amount of store exclusive got enough amount of con exclusives they have.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. Sunshine Toys, thank you for showing up. What's up?
How you guys?
So
but
like, yeah. Why Funko? Why?
The thing is, why not?
Yeah, and why not?
I'm gonna start looking on their careers section or the careers page and see if there's something.
Oh, see that. Here's another one.
Because if I can do some sort of online sales or something.
Because they did this one. This is the only character from the Hangover movie that they've done. They haven't done any other character, and you can't tell me that the Hangover
wasn't
popular. Sell. It's like that first Hangover movie is so freaking funny. I still watch it to this day. And
when did? Yeah, you can watch it now yourself. When did this come out?
This one I think was 2013. Also, this was a con exclusive. I know that much.
Is that movie that old, bro?
Oh no, it's not a con exclusive. Okay, this came out in 2013.
That movie's so old, man. But listen, they could redo this one. You're right, and they can make it look a lot better and still make bucks of this.
Oh, absolutely. Even if they brought it out just like this. I mean, the mold is.
I'm not even a big fan. I wouldn't even buy it because of who it is, but I would buy it from just the way the idea of the pop is, of having a baby in front of glasses. Do you know what I'm saying? The extra detail on the pop.
And just thinking about the part of the movie, it's just hilarious, man. With the hand on the hip, like it's
phenomenal. Excuse me.
And how do you not have the other characters? And the thing is with The other characters, okay, maybe you have one of each. Like you don't need to do a bunch of variants. But Alan, you could do there's like 3 different Alan Pops you could do off the first movie alone.
Yeah.
You can have 3 different versions of him. And then when you go into the other movies, there's other versions you got. Like again, it's got to be a licensing issue because I can't imagine them not wanting to do Hangover Pops.
You see, at the same time, like you bring up the licensing. I can't imagine how they're so focused on making money. I can't imagine them pushing to not get the license quick enough. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, I can't picture them not pushing to get the license quick enough.
Yeah.
It's because I feel that they don't know that, as you say, they've lost touch of what part of their products will sell.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They've lost.
I think they're going for the safer pops of what will sell, which is why you're going to see another Batman coming out because Batman's going to sell. And it's like, all right, well, the Hangovers, those movies are old. Will people buy them? Do we want to waste our time? But this version of Batman is going to sell, right? So it could be that.
You see,
like
that's why I so sadly missed the point when they put on Twitter what pops do you want to see?
Yeah.
Man, I would have spammed that. I would have gone to make another 10 flipping Twitter profiles just to spam them.
Just spam them over.
Honestly, no, serious, like at that point, like, I mean, now I'm ready. Like, if they have another one of that, I feel sorry for them because I'm going to use everybody's Twitter account that I know.
You're going to be like, listen, let me borrow your Twitter account for a second.
Yeah, you can type it yourself, bro. Just type this for me, okay?
Type this for me.
Man. Do this. Like, maybe I'll hit the mother load. Hey, come work for us. We'll pay you this amount of money.
Hell yeah, right? That would be awesome.
No, but yeah.
Another set that, oh my God, where'd it go? Oh, that I want to see them make. The Muppets, man. They did the Muppets. Most of them 2013, 2014. I missed out on all of them.
My oldest son would appreciate it because he loves the Muppets. He's obsessed. Whenever he gets a chance, he puts a Muppet movie on.
Really?
Yeah, any chance he gets, he puts a Muppet movie on. And it's surprising. He's like 12 years old, like, so he's only 13, and he just loves the Muppet movies. So I was like,
that's really surprising. You don't find many kids that age that's still into the Muppets.
Yeah.
That's like
but I think he's also one of the few kids at his age that's not interested in games like Fortnite.
Oh well,
which is crazy enough, like.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, like.
So what you're saying?
I would love to see these.
Weirdo. Okay. The good type of weirdo, though. The good type.
These I would like to see remade, like.
Yeah, because the Jim Henson one, they had the Jim Henson with Kermit and the Jim Henson with Ernie, which I didn't buy either one of them, and I'm upset at myself. But even those are still affordable. They're both under $20. But all of these, like all the Muppet ones, I think the cheapest one is like $40.
But listen, they got Elmo Pop that came out recently enough, isn't it?
Which one?
Elmo.
Did they do
He's one of the new Muppets, isn't it? Well,
let me see. I don't think they did an Elmo.
I'm sure they did.
Oh, they did do an Elmo. Okay.
The reason why I say because it looks a little bit more modern than these. Yeah, that looks a little bit more modern than these. So like you can kind of see if they had a modern twist to this, how cool it will look.
Yeah, because the Elmo is definitely more textured. Like you can see his fur and stuff. Like Animal is the closest one to being like textured to where you can see his fur properly.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the cheapest one, actually. The original Animal, $34. And all the rest of them are 40, 50, 60, 85.
Jesus.
The Mana, the one by himself is $125. The one in the 3-pack with the other two is $400. And that's the one I want, because I used to love that song. Mana. That was my song. I had it as my ringtone one time, and people used to die laughing when I got phone calls, because that ringtone was hilarious. And Mana. I used to love that. But yeah, I want some Muppet Pops, man. They could do a new version of the Muppets. Different
Easy.
poses, easy, and you know they'll sell. You know they'll sell because old school people like us, like I know Funko thinks that they're making these pops for like kids or the younger generation, but it's people like us in our 30s and 40s that are the ones buying them because most of the properties are stuff that when we were younger. So this
Yeah.
is nostalgia for us. Like they're not doing Back to the Future for my 12-year-old daughter. Come on, they're doing Back to the Future for me, 40-something-year-old guy who watched it a billion times. Like, come on,
Yeah.
you
You see,
know?
this is what frustrates me though, because then at one point they let you think that they don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and at the next point when you, as you say, you bring up they bring out the Back to the Future because they know there's people mine and your age
Right,
that want to buy it, but then
right,
again they dumb in every other perspective.
right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Because it's like,
it's so frustrating. Like, it's like, are you dumb or are you dumb? Like, what is
yeah,
like?
he said, "Are you dumb or are you dumb?" Exactly. Because listen, case in point is with the ad icons. The majority of these ad icons they've done, yes, there's still brands that are around today, but you don't see the mascots as much now as you did back then when we were younger. Because the mascots used to be the ones on TV, advertising the product. Like
You see, like,
you don't see the Mr. Peanut. Like, when's the last time you seen Mr. Peanut outside of being on
yeah,
the
for
can?
sure. But that, but now the thing is, this goes back to what I'm saying about creating a line, right? You got the icons line, which is a line all on its own, right?
Mhm.
And we talk about completionists. Now, there's a lot of completionists out in the world
Right,
of Funko,
right,
right? And you don't have to be completionist to collect a certain type of like in regards to anime, but you could be a completionist to collect a certain anime.
right,
But with icons, you get people that want to collect every single icon.
right. I don't, but
You
right, there are
no,
people
but I
who
mean, you
come
got a
for
few. But I
icons.
mean, I think Wayne, he's got like tons of
He's
icons.
got a ton of.
I
He
see
just did his
pictures.
last
I
video, and
see
I didn't
pictures
watch
of
it yet.
icons every time on his Twitter,
Yeah,
on his Instagram. Sorry. You know, like something like this. Like I guarantee you, if they had to bring out a remake model, a remake line,
Mhm.
and as I said earlier in the show, you can literally do it with every line that they got currently out, music, sports, everything, and it
Yeah,
will sell.
yeah.
I feel it would sell.
It absolutely would. Like a lot of the older ones, like I had a list of them. I have them written down somewhere, but I don't have it in front of me. But there's a ton of pops that they've already made that they're too expensive. So I really wish they would make new versions of them. And on top of a lot that they haven't even made yet that I wish they would make. But since we're talking about remake ones, I won't get into that. But
Yeah.
stuff that they could remake a new version of, updated mold, and it's gonna sell because it's
There's
popular. It's
there's already
forever
two
popular.
there's two lines they can actually do. You know what I mean? They can do a remake line and a remold line. And if they can even be super lazy, bro. They can be super lazy. They can say remold line,
Mhm.
remake line, or remade line.
Yeah,
Where they take the original pop, they put him in the exact same pose,
right.
but they just update the artwork,
Yeah,
update,
or they call
remold. They bring that pop out and they bring him in a different stance.
right,
They add more flair to the hair
right,
or more hair to the beard, or whatever the case may be.
whatever it is, and make the colors, pop more. I didn't want to say pop. That's what came up, but
Who
I
do I
was
need
just
to talk to? Who do we need to talk to, bro? you
somebody
know,
from Funko. I was gonna say they could do it like retro, but they just brought out a retro toys line, so I doubt they'd use the word retro
retro
again.
toys, but retro toys they're loving, isn't it?
Oh yeah, no, I was
You
just
know,
saying like
but
for
they
what you were
can. Why
saying
can't they?
instead of.
They
I mean, I
shove
guess they
50
could,
Fortnite
but
pops down our throat. They
they
shove 50 Spider-Man pops down our throat. They shove 50 of every other type of pop down our throat.
right.
You know what I
But I
mean?
don't think they want to use the word retro again. As far as since they have retro toys, they wouldn't go like retro pops or retro line. They
Mhm.
would name it something else. But that would have been good because, like you said, instead of that remake remold, They could have just called it retro. Because that's the thing now. People, companies are slapping retro on their product, and it's basically the same stuff they were selling back like 20 years ago, but now they call
And they're
it
selling
retro,
now.
and they sell it now, and it's nostalgic, and people buy it. And this is the exact same thing that they were selling then. So it's like, yeah, Fabian. Oh man, why are you spamming us, Fabian? Stop it.
But yeah, look, it's like it's just like for me, I get upset, I get emotional about it. I just feel that someone is not doing their job, and
Yeah, I
well, someone's
understand what
doing
you're
their
saying.
job. I just don't feel they're doing their job to what they could be doing it.
Yeah, and again, without knowing the inner workings of the company and like licensing and money and this and that
Yeah.
the other, it's hard for us to be on the outside looking in, going, they should do, they should do, they should do. And people in the company are like, look at these guys, they don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I doubt they're watching us, but that would be cool, right? Yeah, I know we talked
Yeah,
about
for
that
sure. Look
earlier,
at it.
but yeah, it's like uh, um, it seems like there's a lot of uh, pops that they could be making now that they would get a lot of sales for because there's a lot of demand for it. Because that's really what drives the price of what a pop is worth is the demand for it and the supply for it. So if you see, and they have their own app, like they make the app. So I'm pretty sure there's people who work for the company that use the app. If you go on the app and see this common pop that we made in 2013 is selling for $800, that means people want it. There's not
They got
enough
the
of it to
figures.
go around.
They got the figures.
So it's
You know,
like if
as you're
we
saying, like,
okay, we can't make this mold again because it's vaulted, but we can make this character again and just get sales. Like they can make 10,000 of a certain character and boom, instant money. Especially
but
if
it
you
is
sell
though. It is though. Like they can actually
Come
just
on,
like I can picture things like saying like they can put up pictures of the old one. They can say, we got something special planned." People,
man.
are they remaking it? Is it a new
Right,
Poco?
right.
Like,
What's up, Yessie Lou? How you doing? Funko
yes,
PDX, thanks
Lou.
for joining us.
How's the
We're
Funko?
basically talking about pops
Please.
that we want to see remade or remold of an older pop. We already went through our list, so you're gonna have to watch the replay because we're not going through that again. But
Yeah.
it's just amazing the amount of pops that they had that they made already. That if they remade right now, it would sell like crazy. It's just I just don't get it. And speaking of, well, not necessarily speaking of, but only because I just thought of it and I don't want to forget. For the Funko Fair, because you know how we get our behind the scenes lists, leaks and stuff of what's coming. There's one of the lists that I believe you gave me. Maybe I gave you. I'm not sure. But you remember the Gotcha Man pops, right? Battle of the Planets, G-Force. You know, they had the list that those pops were on. Just about every pop on that list was dropped for the Funko Fair.
Almost
Except
all of them.
those.
Yeah, I remember.
So what happened? Where are they? Because I'm definitely buying. They're only making
You see,
3 of them, which I find funny. How you only going to make 3 out of the 5? But they did the same thing with the Power Rangers when they first came out. They dropped 3 and then they dropped
but I mean,
the other. So
like
like,
the
where are
list
they?
is there. If it's on some sort of list, it's got to be coming.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, on that list, just about all of the Funko Fair pops were on that list. So why would those separate? Like, why didn't those drop with the Funko Fair? Because I figured they would have dropped with the anime on the anime day. And I forgot about
Yeah.
them until I went back and looked at that list. And I'm like, wait, all of these came out for Funko Fair. Why didn't these 3? Or maybe not all, but just about the majority of the pops on that particular list came out with the Funko Fair. So I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Oh man. So anyway, I was just thinking of that, and I didn't want to forget again because I know by the time we ended the show, I was going to forget.
But look, I'm looking at the latest list I sent to you, right? Now, TV Pops, there wasn't a much at the Funko Fair, right? But you're on the new list I sent you. I see these TV parks and park and recreations on that list.
Yes, awesome, right.
Couldn't
Yes.
they release that sooner?
They could have, yeah.
You know, there's movies. Like I see with movies on this list is Bloodsport.
Yeah. Like Bloodsport. Bloodsport. Really? Bloodsport. But
You know,
yeah,
just looking at it now, like Bloodsport. You know, and
let's see. They got
damn, man.
And that's crazy. And they got the new Sword Art Online ones coming, which I didn't buy the first ones when I saw them in store, when I should have, but I had stopped watching Sword Art Online. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna buy them. And now I wish
and they were talking about it the other day, I think, on the other cast, on the other last week's episode or the week before, White Castle. I see they slide at the bottom left.
They're doing a slider. They're doing a White Castle slider. I'm definitely getting that pop. And I hope they do different versions of it, because they got the single, they got the cheeseburger, they got the double. I want the slider. Yeah. White Castle slider.
And the one I'm excited for is the Fire Force, another anime pops they're coming out. And I understand they couldn't bring so much more anime at the Funko Fair because there was like a load. But like, I mean, still, like, I'm excited for that.
Right. And they did. They're coming out with the Pringles can, the Hershey's Kiss, and the Fruity Pebbles box.
The Pringles can. I want to get my brother-in-law that because he loves Pringles. He eats Pringles all the time. So I want to get him the Pringles can pop. Listen, they should do that in a 6-inch or 10-inch. They can't have the Pringles can in something small.
Well, they have a smaller one.
They have that small tins.
Can. Yeah, so they could do the small can. They could do a 6-inch, and they could do a 10.
That's what I'm saying. They could actually just flip and rob us like a lot. And I see there's 2 more Harley Quinns coming out too. Like, bro, like,
yeah, because they got the Suicide Squad movie, the new Suicide Squad movie coming out. So you know there's gonna be more Harley Quinns coming, which I'm gonna buy. I'm not even gonna lie, whatever Harley Quinns I can get. He said, me and my kids have been watching nothing but Bobby's World. Yes, Bobby's World. That was such a crazy cartoon. I used to love Bobby's World. Like, why don't they have a Bobby's World pop? Who's texting me? Okay. So, yes, a Bobby's World pop would be cool. But, yeah, there's so many pops coming. And I just don't have the money. I'm just... The new Masters of the Universe pops coming, and I don't plan on getting all the Masters of the Universe. I know they're starting to do a lot of new ones because they sell out. But I want to get a He-Man. I want to get that Skeletor on the throne, because that one looks dope. And I have to get.
I actually haven't seen the Skeletor on the throne. I'm actually looking it up.
Yeah, they got Skeletor on the throne. Hold up.
I want to get that art, that purple and black one. I definitely want to get that. That's at the moment the only one I would want to get at the moment until I see the Skeletor on the throne, I suppose.
I'm bringing it up right now. Boom!
Oh, bro, yes, definitely. Yeah. What is that? Is that a standard or 6-inch or what is it?
It's coming out for Target. It's probably a deluxe one. So it's probably going to be 6-inch.
It's going to be a little bit bigger, yeah. That is badass.
That is dope.
Okay, so now there's 2 Masters of the Universe pops I want.
I definitely want that one. Because, I mean, they had the Skeletor and Panther, and I was like, I don't really care for it that much. Especially since I didn't get the He-Man on Battle Cat. It's like, if I get Skeletor and Panther, then I'm going to have to hunt down He-Man on Battle Cat. I'm not doing all that. But I saw this. I'm like, all right, I don't have a Skeletor pop yet. Yeah, I would buy this one. I would absolutely buy that. So if I see one, once Target Con drops, I will get that.
But like, oh, bro. No, there's 2 Masters of the Universe. That'll be brilliant as a centerpiece, man.
Yeah.
Not a centerpiece, but like a center display, like in your shot, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to put that. I have a spot for it already. I already know where I'm putting it. I got a spot for it. Absolutely, man. It's not going to go behind me, though, but It would be nice, right?
For sure, man. For sure.
It's like, come on, man. But anyway, you got something else? What you got? What you got? More stuff? Or are we done?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be sitting here bitching about Funko all night.
The bros be bitching.
I know that's gonna be the new segment.
That's like a segment. Bros be bitching.
Bros be bitching. Next week.
Bros be bitching.
It's gonna be like air out your grievances. It's in Castle Grayskull Pop Town. I think they're doing that. I think they're doing not the Castle Grayskull. They're doing what was Skeletor's castle called? I think they're doing that one. Like I said to Poppy, it would be cool for a sport pop of all the Rugby World Cup champion captains. They thought of it. See, the thing with rugby, while just like rugby and soccer or football, they're very. I'm sorry, I had to do it. No disrespect to anybody. I'm just having fun.
That was very good though.
Like, remember, unfortunately, Americans have this misconception that America's the center of the world, where soccer everywhere else is the biggest sport in the world. America, that's not our sport. And Funko being an American company and most of their sales coming from America, they're never gonna go big on sports like rugby or soccer. They'll probably do a few here or there, but they're never gonna.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I get frustrated with Funko. They don't do enough research.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe they will start now because they opened up the Euro store and everything.
Yeah.
Rugby is massive in Europe. It's massive down under. Yeah. It's massive. Like, I'm not a big rugby fan at the moment. I used to play it in school and everything, and I used to watch it like in my younger days, everything. But I would buy all the famous guys, like the James Small from South Africa. I would buy Jonah Lomu, New Zealand. I'll buy Richie McCaw from New Zealand. I'll buy tons
a bunch of other players who I have no idea who you're talking about. Yeah, you would get them.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just.
I know.
No, I'm just but you know what? Like, it's.
Yeah, it's like, and that's the thing. Like Funko, they did a few soccer players because I've seen them, and some of the names I recognize because I don't pay attention to soccer, but obviously the more famous people, you see them regardless of if you follow the sport or not. So it's like, okay, I recognize that name, but they're not going to go all in on soccer. And then I'd be surprised if they did any rugby pops. Do they have any rugby pops? Probably not.
I don't think so. But they need to wake up though. But another thing I feel, and I was speaking to Rian about it, is Formula One. They need to start doing Formula One and even MotoGP. I think they can do it. Like, you can take a look at Formula One. I think we mentioned on a previous show where you have the rides and you can have just the famous riders. You can Michael Schumacher, Damon Hill, Ensign Button, all these guys, and you can do the rides. You can even do something really cool, and you can actually have the championship. When they're on the stage, the victory thing. And that could be a nice scene where they got the bottles spraying, bro.
Yeah, because they have NASCAR pops, and they only have the one NASCAR ride. That's the Dale Earnhardt Jr. one. And I actually wanted that one because I used to watch NASCAR for a while when I was a kid. I stopped watching NASCAR around 19, 20 years old, but from like 14 to like 19, 20, I used to be big into NASCAR. So, but yeah, and
but they have NASCAR rides out, right?
No, they only have the one. Dale Earnhardt Jr. That's the only one they have with him in the car. The other NASCAR pops are just the guys standing in their NASCAR gear. Yeah, the drivers in their gear. And they could do the same thing with Formula One. They could have some of the Formula One drivers. And again, like you said, rides. Like if they did NASCAR rides with the drivers in their car, that would be awesome. And they don't have to do it in the car. They can do it like they do for all the other rides, where it's just a section open on the roof and just put the pop in. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Right. Like for a collector, that's like a dream in the sense of you can take, if you take the pop out, you got the pop on its own, and you got another figure. Right. But the thing they do with a lot of the rides now, see, back in the day, you were able to take the pop out. Now, most of the rides, you can't take the pop out. It's not even a full pop. It's like just the head and like the top half of the body, which I don't like that they do that. It should just be a full pop in, and you should be able to take it out and put it back in. The only problem I could find with doing NASCAR is that most drivers, the cars have like all types of advertisement, all the sponsors, and Funko wouldn't have the rights to use all the sponsors. So the car would probably be a generic color. So like if this particular driver drove a red car, it would just be a red car. It wouldn't be a red car with all the sponsors on it because Funko wouldn't be able to do it. So that's
Yeah, but I
probably
mean, it doesn't have to be. It could be a generic one. Like,
yeah, that's the only reason I could think of why they wouldn't do pop rides for the drivers. But still, do the drivers. Come on. Hey, Sensei Serum, how you doing? Thank you for showing up. And yes, he was that Mario Andretti pop ride would be fine. Yeah, it would be. It would be. Oh, Winter Soldier, yes. They're actually
but
coming
listen,
out with Falcon and Winter Soldier pops.
which is the Winter Soldier pop? That's basically Steve Rogers with
No, that's Bucky.
I almost said
Soldier.
Bucky's the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I follow. Sorry, I got confused.
Yeah, the old Winter Soldier pop is $125. The masked one, the unmasked one is $90.
But look, it's like, at the end of the day, on the topic is, at the end of the day, there's a lot of the older pops that I would love to have, but I just can't afford because it's ridiculous amounts, and I would love for them to re-bring the pops out so I can actually have something that I was watching. Angel, Supernatural.
Yeah, something.
You know what I mean? It's just something I used to watch. I wouldn't say growing up, but in my younger days, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and speaking on that, I forgot to mention there's a show that was on called Firefly. I know not that many people know what it is or have watched the show.
I think you've mentioned this before in.
Yes, because I want these damn pops. I had the opportunity to get them back in the day. I didn't get them, and now they're one of those sets that's kind of expensive to get. But this isn't even the whole cast. They're missing 4 other characters. They dropped these pops. Again, I'm assuming they didn't sell very well. And now, like, you have 4 other characters they could come out with. Not to mention side characters. There's 4 other main characters they could do. Not to mention a pop ride with either the captain in the spaceship or the pilot, because this character, Wash, was the pilot. This one up here is the captain. Either one of them in the ship is kind of like Chewie or Han Solo in the Millennium Falcon. You can do either one of them. But they have these 5. This one down here has a chase with the dirty version because she's the mechanic, so she was always dirty. And then you have 4 other characters you could come out with. And these 5 are just too expensive, man. I want them badly, but I don't think I'm ever going to get them because they're just too expensive right now. But the fact that they didn't even do the other 4 main characters, it's like, come on, man. What are you guys doing over there? I want to see those pops. And the thing is, they'll probably never come out with the other 4 because, again, it's an older show. It's not a well-known show. I mean, it had a movie. They did the movie to kind of wrap it up because the show got canceled the first season, but it's got such a strong cult following. Like, people love this show. And yeah, they're probably never going to make the other 4, and they're not going to remake those 5. So that's just another set of pops that even if I got those 5, I'd be happy, but then I'd be upset because where are the other 4 main characters?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
Come on, man. Come on.
It's like if you were able to get the Sons of Anarchy pops, you'd probably be ecstatic. Like, oh, these are awesome. But then
I'll be happy. And back to the Sons of Anarchy, you can make even more money because you can bring them out. You can bring them with pops on motorbikes, bro.
Yeah, on bikes.
You can make even more money because at that time when those pops came out, they weren't even thinking about rides yet.
Yeah,
it's money, bro. It's money. It's like I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna sleep tonight because I'm gonna be sitting in the bed or laying in the bed thinking about other pops and how we can actually revolutionize Funko Pop from our couches in our display room, and we're not gonna get anywhere.
And the funny thing is, like I showed you, they remade the older R2D2 and Boba Fett. They remade a lot of the older Game of Thrones, the old molds that they had that aren't vaulted.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you're spending the money to make these pops again. Why not spend the money to make the pops that are in short supply that more people would want? Especially now, because Game of Thrones is done and gone, and most people hated the way it ended, so the pops aren't even selling for what they used to anymore. I mean, yeah, if they remade some of the older Game of Thrones, I would buy them, but it's not as big of a moneymaker. Well, I can't even say that. Game of Thrones is super popular. It probably is a big moneymaker, but it. I don't think it would be. I think coming out with like Sons of Anarchy would be more of something where people would go, "Oh wow, they did Sons of Anarchy again. Let's get those." Like if I see them put out more Game of Thrones pops, I'm not gonna come online and be like, "Oh, they made more Game of Thrones pops." Okay, they
You're not
made
going to be
Sons
excited
of
about it, like.
right. But if I see they're redoing Sons of Anarchy, I don't watch the show. I don't collect the pops, but that would be something I would talk about. Like, yo, they're redoing Sons of Anarchy. They're making new
But like,
Sons of Anarchy pops.
but
Like,
purely from the standpoint of like, as I mentioned now, if you have them on their bikes, or one or two of the main characters on a bike, like Jax Teller, the main character, you have
right,
him on the bike, and you see that like, I'm not a Walking Dead fan,
right.
but I wanted Daryl on the chopper.
Carol on the bike, yes.
I
They do
want it.
Daryl
I
on the
want a
bike.
Vice, but I can't. Like, I can get it. It's 30 euro.
Yeah,
But I would pay that for that because
yeah,
one, I love motorbikes.
right.
You know what I mean, and I'll get it.
And you probably love
They already,
Daryl.
if you
Daryl's
got a
an awesome
pop on
guy.
on a motorbike, that's already another niche you in there. Like,
Yeah, because you got a lot of people who love motorcycles. Like I've always wanted to get a motorcycle. I've never gotten one. I'm at the age now where I'm like, I don't want to get one now. I don't want to be one of those old guys getting a motorcycle now. But at the same time, there's so many people my age that have them. Like, okay, I fit right in. I want a bike. So when I see things with bikes, yeah, I like how that looks. But
it
they did
excites you,
Funko for
doesn't it?
bikes. It's cool. It's like, come
It
on, where else?
excites you, like.
Exactly. So yeah, with even though I don't care for Sons of Anarchy, if I saw that pop and saw the pop on the bike, I'd be like, okay, that's pretty awesome. I like that.
That's, but the thing is, the thought crossed your mind. That's a badass pop, and you
Right.
thinking, what pop can I buy? And you walking past the GameStop, and you said, oh, I didn't want to get that. I've got the money free now. Maybe I should get it now,
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the
bro.
thing.
That's
It's Funko. I don't know what the hell they're doing with themselves.
but yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, I would definitely do that. I would definitely get those. Some some pops on motorcycles if I saw them, and if it's just vaguely something that I know about, I would be tempted to buy. If it's something I have no idea what it is, then yeah, I probably wouldn't, unless it's just stupid cool looking. But if it's something I vaguely know about, I'd be more tempted to get it. Like you said, I'd go into my local game. Actually, my local GameStop is closed, but
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
go into a store, I'd see it, and I'd be like, "Holy crap! This character on from Sons of Anarchy on a bike. That's kind of cool. I got some hot cash. Screw it. Let me get this. You know,
Yeah,
like
but it creates interest because you're going to like that pop. And you think, oh, but I wonder how that other pop looks. You look, oh, you fall in love with the second pop.
yeah, yeah. You know,
What you did a few moments ago, you said, oh man, I want to get that. What's his name on the throne, right?
yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, okay,
Skeletor
but
as well.
I haven't seen that one yet. You showed me. I want to get it now.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
And Funko is just they're anyway. Like I
let's pretend like we're getting licenses.
said, we'll be here all day complaining about them. So let's get off of that. Guys, name game challenges out there. What's your first Funko Pop challenges out there? Hopefully it gets around. We both did videos on each of those. Well, did you do the name game? You did the name game.
I did
Did
the
you do
name
your
game.
first Funko
And
Pop?
listen,
No, you didn't do your first
I'm a
one.
little bit. I got so upset a little bit. Speaking of which, the 406 moment. That's what I'm calling it.
Why?
Did you enjoy it or what? Like,
Yes, it was cool.
There's two people that commented on it. I was like, I planned that so well, and I was like, 2 people commented, like guaranteed, like you commented. That's grand. My younger brother, my toughest critic.
Uh-huh.
Whenever I'm thinking that something's dumb or something's, I ask him, and he gives it to me straight.
Right.
He'll tell me straight away, Sean, it's shit.
Right. Right.
He'll tell me straight
It's
away. I
good-
can
it's
trust
good
it.
to
I can
have
trust
somebody
him.
like that. Yeah.
You know, I can trust him like that.
Yeah.
And he said, bro, gave me goosebumps.
Yeah. It was. Well, see, the thing.
You know, he's like,
go ahead.
because I first thought it was Ed. I first thought it was him. And then he's like, but it's you. I'm like,
See, the only thing I can imagine is that people probably didn't see it, like to catch it, like they weren't looking at the screen at that moment, because it's only like a quick 3
it's
seconds.
like 3 seconds. I can imagine. But I mean, moments like that, you can't have too long. It's very difficult. You have to plot it and plan it very well.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying
But
that's possibly the reason why anybody who watched it probably didn't see it, because I almost missed it. Because a lot of times when I have my phone sitting here and I'm on my laptop doing stuff and I got it playing and I'm sitting here doing stuff and I'm clicking and I'm looking down and I just saw the and I was like, wait, I had to go back. Like, what was that?
That's why I try to. I was just going to put without any sound, and then I added the sound effect
Uh-huh.
because I thought maybe someone doesn't get it, and then I did the sound effect with it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It
oh.
was cool.
So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw in a story on my Instagram tomorrow morning or something, and just edit that clip and put it in there somehow.
And that was actually cool because when I saw it, I was like, oh, I've been wanting to do something like that for a while, where I have do like the split screen thing, where I'm sitting here and have something happening here that I'm actually doing at the same time. But setting up the camera and plotting it out, I just never had the patience. I was like, I'll get to it maybe eventually. But now that I saw you do it, I'm like, all right, I got to try something.
The same way I did it, I can tell you afterwards how I did it and an easy way to do it.
Okay.
Got your back.
Okay. Because I watched a lot of videos on how to talk to yourself, or how to have you sitting and yourself in the background doing stuff, and a lot of it is like editing software and this and that. I'm like, I don't have time for all that. But yeah, I know there's easier ways to do it. But that was a good video. I like that. I was like, that was pretty cool.
I was debating for so long. Should I fit it in this one or should I wait till the next one? I said, no, screw it. I'm going to put it now, because if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it.
Right. And that's what I tell a lot of people. I've got people asking me like tips on starting the channel or whatever. I said, listen, go look at my earlier videos. They were shit. I just did it.
Listen, but you should do videos like that, because you got me interested in stocks in some way. Eventually,
right.
Honestly,
right. Just do it.
It's the way you explain things.
Right, and I see there's something that a long time ago, we all saw the movie. I think it was Philadelphia, Denzel Washington, and he said, "Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old." So I took that to heart as I got older. Like, I literally try to break things down and explain things to where a child could understand it. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful to anybody, but a lot of times we talk to people with the thinking that they know what you're talking about. But everybody doesn't always know what you're talking about, because everybody isn't always interested in what you're interested in.
They're also not on the same wavelength, yeah.
Right. So, like, I could literally be talking about something from Star Wars, assuming the person I'm talking to has seen Star Wars. It's like the person I'm talking to could be my age and have never seen Star Wars. So when I talk to people about stuff, sometimes I have to, like, you saw this, right? Or you know what I'm saying? And the people are like, yeah, I saw Star Wars. I know what you're talking about. But I try not to assume because you think, oh, it's so popular, everybody's seen it, and it's not true. So yeah, I have this way of trying to talk to people like, I always say like they're idiots, but that's not exactly what I mean. It's just, just to say, yeah, you guys may not know what I'm talking about. So Funko Hunter UK, what's up? Thank you for showing up. We're actually getting ready to sign off now. But we always appreciate people coming through. I'm just funny with you.
But yeah, as we say, hit us up on Instagram. We give a lot of warning from the Monday until the Wednesday when the show's going to be, the time, the places.
Yes.
So, and it's every Wednesday. So you'll be sure to maybe join us next week.
Yes, every Wednesday. Typically 4:30. We've only started one show later than that because of issues, which happen sometimes. We all have them.
Mm.
But yeah,
But one of us is generally always here.
that is
It's
true.
mostly.
One of
Oh, which way? This
other
way.
way. The other way. The other way.
No, fucking screwed. Jkl's always here. That guy.
I
That
try
guy's
to
here.
be. Listen, there's going to be a day when I probably won't be able to make it, or I'm
Bro.
gonna end up working
I
late,
hope
or
not.
who knows.
I
So
panic. I panic when you leave to fit your hoodie and there's comments. I'm like, oh, what to do?
what do I do? You've been doing this long enough, man. Just talk and BS. That's all. They come to support us. Oh, you got anything new coming up, video wise or what have you?
I tell you, with the school being at home and all that stuff, it is tough to film. To be honest, um, when I get the urge to make a video, then it's like, okay, kids maths, So it's unfortunately I have to prioritize, and makes it a little bit difficult. So yeah. Otherwise, I do my best to try and get something out. That's why I got that small video out this week. That what was like a 2-minute video of me punching a triceratops in the face.
Yeah,
And not
which
winning
was
at all.
funny. When I saw that, I'm like, what is this? What?
Like, I just had to put something up just to show people that I actually do want to create something, but I can't create a 10-minute video. You know
That
what I
was
mean?
so funny. And then
And someone commented, I loved it. It's
or
like,
you and
well,
like,
that's different. I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks, bro.
like, what was that? That was funny though. But see, stuff
It was
like that. It's quick. It's a nice quick video that somebody could watch in like 2 minutes, have a quick laugh, and it's awesome. Like things like that. Come on, how could you not like something like that?
I thought it was like, okay, let me try this. And,
That's funny. But yeah, but don't apologize for prioritizing the kids, man, and the family. Like, listen, there's times when I just can't. I've told you before, and I've said it before to everyone. I've got tons of unedited videos sitting on my phone, and when I get to it, I get to it. The only things that I've dropped, like the last 2 or 3 videos, were stuff that I did recently because either somebody challenged me, like with the what was your first pop challenge? Like I totally forgot about that video, and I realized the other 2 people that were challenged did their videos. I was like, crap, I got to do my video. So I recorded it Monday after my live stream. I edited it. I always do that. My kids make fun of me, and I go edited it. I did that Tuesday in between or during breaks at work, and then I uploaded it. I came home Friday and I finished it, and it was like, okay. I mean, not Friday, yesterday. So stuff like that I can do fairly quickly, especially if there's not too much editing in it. Although that one had a good amount of editing because I had to edit that friends part because I kind of thought of it on the fly.
That friends part, like I got to a point like.
It's like a good minute of just why.
I'm like,
why? Because actually, let me explain that to you real quick. I know we're going on 2 hours, and I don't think we've done a stream this long before. But when I went to edit that video, it was just going to be like the Darth Vader parts. Like I was going to throw those in at certain sections because as I was talking, as I was rewatching it, I realized, oh, I could put these parts in. But then when I got to talking about my friend stuff, I was like, oh well, why not throw some friend stuff in there too? But
and you threw some friend stuff in.
Well, when I got to the part where I said I had to sell my first original friends, like in my mind, I figured if I just dropped in one of the friends going, but why? Because there's a lot of parts where they say why, or and I was thinking of one particular scene, so I went online and I tried to find it on YouTube, and I found this one video where this guy had a whole bunch of them asking why back to back to back to back. So I cut that video up.
I was actually going to ask you how you did that, and then you've answered that. So
yeah, I cut that video up. I didn't because the video he has is like a good 5-minute video, and I was like, damn, they did say why a lot in this show. So I cut that up to just get the few that went with what I said. And I was like, I was only going to use one, but I saw so many good ones. I said, you know what, that would be funny if I just kept putting them like, because, you know, when you talk about selling your pops, people are like, wait, what? Why? Why'd you sell your pops?
Why? Why?
So it just turned this running thing. And I was like, okay, I like that. And then the last one where I said, listen, I did what I had to do. And then I remembered the part where Joey said, do what you got to do. I do what I got to do. I was like, okay, I had to throw that in there. So that's how, like, the intro videos that we have, and that last video, and a lot of my videos, that's how my videos come to be. Like, I don't pre-plan a lot of that stuff. It just comes to me in the moment, and it's like, oh, yeah, that would be cool. Oh, let me find that. That would be cool. And if I can do it, I do it. And the funny thing is, a lot of times after the videos go uploaded, I think of new stuff I want to do, and I'm like, man, it would be so cool if I had done this. Oh, I should have done that. But that gives me inspiration for the other videos. But that's how my brain is. I can pre-plan something, but when I'm in the moment of editing and I get inspired, I go crazy. I'm just sitting there on my phone. Oh, find this. Okay, edit that, cut it. I'll be sitting there on my phone trying to cut it just right and get all the edits just perfect.
But people appreciate it though. People do appreciate it. Like, listen, when you got your quirky chirps in between things and everything, my wife loves it. She thinks it's the funniest thing ever. And you add in a few videos, the short things, and that's what she said. And she thinks it's the funniest thing ever. Like,
that's what she said.
It entertains people.
They usually with videos with my daughter, because she always says something that, of course, can sound like innuendo. And how can you not throw in that's what she said? It's like it just works, man. And I'm like, oh, I gotta throw that.
Oopsie daisy. He disappeared. Maybe his battery ran out.
What the hell happened?
He's back. I froze for half an hour. I was frozen.
I was sitting there talking and it just went away. I was like, hello? What happened? And I realized
and I was like, he's gone.
I'm like, do they cut us off at 2 hours? Did we just get cut off? Like, we never gone this long. What's going on? I freaked out.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. So let's leave before we freak out some more. Listen, guys, check out Pop Heat. He's at 125, I think. Let's get him up to 150. 150 subs. If you're watching this now, if you're watching on the replay, we really appreciate it. Don't forget to thumbs up us, man. Hit them thumbs up. We appreciate that too. I don't know if you guys saw my last live stream I did Monday, but I was come real close to the screen. I was telling guys about the secret to get around the algorithm, not even get around the algorithm, to show support to other YouTube, to other content creators. You make a playlist. You just throw all the people in the playlist. It works much better if you have like an old iPhone or old iPad or some type of device. I have my iPad in my room right now, and it's just playing on loop, this playlist. So all the people who I support, whenever you drop a new video, I drop it in that playlist. You're getting views constant.
Bro,
I'm telling you, it works. All right. So, yeah, so that's how you make an apple pie.
I can't fit. With cinnamon.
So yeah, just come on. That's how you support the community, man. And with that being said, I'm the JK. Well, I'm L Awesome of the Jkl Awesome. That's Pop Heat over there. Where's my thumb? That's Pop Heat over there. We're doing it for you. And I guess you'll see us next time.
You see us next week.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better come somebody!